Jacinth. Hi, Jacinth. How are you? I don't even know where you are, but you look adorable. And we are now wearing sneakers with everything, right? And it's good. You know, Jacinth has that adorable little dress on. Now she's got really cool sneakers. I have got on, I should tell you, I am wearing Encore by Idina Menzel, which just premiered this week on QVC. Yes, the Idina Menzel. I've got her high-waisted crop jeans on and the sweater, so if you want to look for those. And I was glad to finish it off with these. This is her sweater and then her comfortable jeans. But love, love, love these sneakers. A little retro going on. There's some great colors. These are a gum sole sneaker. And Tretorn, if you're like me and you're like, where have I heard that before? This is very celebrity driven. It is well known in the tennis world. I bet my buddy Jane Brown knows all about it. And it's today's bonus buy. You've seen it once with our incredibly gorgeous and amazing Kirsten, but this is only the second time you've seen it and the first time you're seeing it on the QVC main channel. Today's bonus buy means instead of $75, we are talking $66.28. 5 easy pays means you can work it into your budget, get the size you need, get the color you need before it sells out, because this, like all the other hot deals, has a limited quantity and a limited price tag on it that we can hold it for that long. All right. Medium, 6 through 10, half and whole in size 11. Let's talk colors. This is the fun white and green, and they all have these fabulous green gum soles to them. But there is canvas upper, white and green. Then, and go whichever way you all want to go, there's your white and navy. Oh, wait, I went the wrong way. Here's white and black. Left me behind. Here's your exclusive white and black. Exclusive, I said, 3 exclusive colors for QVC. Here is the mango. I see so much orange in fashion, and I have to say it's one of my favorite colors to do. So there's your white and mango. Here's your white and pink that I have on. There's your fun pink, and it's sort of like a sherbety pink, don't you think? And then here's that nautical influence in the white and navy blue. Very streamlined, very good looking and comfortable. The support is here. And let me introduce you to our very special guest. First time that I'm meeting her, but she's been in the footwear industry since 2008. It's Susie Levitt. Hi, Susie. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. We're so excited because for some of us, this is a new brand. So give us all the scoop on this.
Yes, so for QVC, it is a new brand, but actually Tretorn has been around since the 1800s.
Oh, wow.
So we are considered an authentic heritage brand. And really where we got started was in Sweden and quickly became known in parts of Europe for quality and, fashion and function. But where we really took off was in 1967 when this style here, which is the most iconic style from the brand called the Nylite, was featured at Wimbledon. And then ever since then, the
That's
brand
good.
has been worn. Yeah, it's been worn by celebrities, influencers, and it really kind of took off, not just as a performance shoe, but also as just that classic fashion shoe that you can wear pretty much all day.
I mean, you really can see it with Jacinth. She looks adorable. And, Susie, this is the way we're living our lives. During the pandemic, I think a lot of us, we've changed our mindset in the world of fashion, and the world of fashion, thankfully, kind of adopted to a more casual lifestyle. But we don't want to be sloppy, and we know the reality is we don't want to go backwards to shoes that are not good for our feet. So talk to me about these, because when I put them on earlier, I think what I like about them, and for not being terribly tall, I have a size 10 and a more narrow high instep as well. I loved how these kind of support my foot all the way around.
Yes. So the last here that we see in the Nylite is actually a proven last. And as I mentioned before, it's the most famous shoe from the collection. So the fit is incredible. So as you see here, we have a very cleaned up, sophisticated look. And we have this beautiful breathable canvas upper material. So a lot of times, we wear these either with like little socks, but you can also go
Hmm.
barefoot. And what I love is just you have that cleaned up look, but it's playful with the pop of color as well as the fun kind of novelty lace. And essentially, as you go into the inside of the shoe, we line all of our insoles with a patented technology called Eco-Ortholite. And Eco-Ortholite is an open PU cell foam that is moisture wickening. So again, during those summer
Nice.
months, yes, your feet are going to stay dry. And then also, it doesn't compress more than 5% over time. So you're really getting that durability. So you can wear these, all day if it's running errands to get your steps. Gives you all of those incredible properties. And then also here, what I love is this gum outsole. So you can see that it has a tremendous amount of traction. And I love that it is a darker color. So, you don't have to worry about getting it a little bit dirty, like a white outsole. And so you can really kind of wear it. And then kind of the white upper stays relatively clean and is very easy maintenance.
The way they have it laced is for support, but it also has a very cool factor on that. I love like slip-on shoes, but a shoe like this is really, again, what it does, I feel, is, and with very little adjustment on it, it just cradles the middle of your foot. So it's a very secure feeling. I also really loved how padded the collar is all the way around. So if you are wearing this with no sock, or if sometimes you get a pair of sneakers and they kind of rub you sometimes, this will not. I mean, take a look at the collar all the way around. The idea, thank you, Susie, that there's wicking in here. Gotta love that. The tongue, as you can see, is independent on it, and it's very streamlined. It definitely has the cool factor going for it.
Yes, and as you mentioned, I do love how it kind of cradles and like keeps your foot nice and snug, and also the very, very gentle material around the heel counter. So this is actually the shoe that I wear to work. I live in New York City in Manhattan, and I walk. I love getting my steps in. I get about 15,000 steps a day. It's a goal of
Oh,
mine.
good for you.
And yeah, and so this is actually what I wear into work because it's comfortable. I can get my steps in. I don't have to worry about blisters. And it also has that very cleaned up, sophisticated look. So, I can wear it on the streets or into the office. And it just gives me that functionality, but also the fashion at the same time.
Any advice, Susie, on sizing on this? I'm wearing a 10. That's what size I normally wear. So for me, it fit the way it's supposed to fit. How about your take on it?
Yes, so we actually offer half sizes and everything is pretty much true to size. It does with the breathable, kind of malleable canvas upper material. It does have that nice fit. You can adjust it to be a little bit tighter or looser depending on the width of your foot, but it does run true to size.
The other thing is it doesn't come up many times. I think women's sneakers, and we've discussed this over the year here, sometimes they come up and they grab you underneath in the ankle bone. I took these out of the box after I finished my Graver hour and put them on. And they're really, really comfortable. I mean, they aren't cut up too high, so you don't have to worry about that. It's giving you a full front coverage on it. It has flexibility in the front, in the toe portion where you need it. Otherwise, you have that strength that comes along with the gum sole. And they're not terribly heavy. I mean, there's weight to them, but they're not terribly heavy at all. And Susie, as I just said to Dr. Dinesh, we're moving, we're shaking. We may not be doing 15,000 steps a day, but I get it. If you live in a city, you definitely are. But, maybe you're sightseeing. Maybe you're going to visit, Mickey and Minnie. Maybe you want a pair, like you said, you wear these into work. You want a pair of shoes you can put on that your feet breathe in, that your feet are comfortable in, that you can run all day long like I did yesterday. And, what did I went? I got the oil change, then I went to the buy things at the pet store, and then I went to the grocery store, and then, you know, it just goes on and on and on. So you need that pair of sneakers that will really get you, you know, where you're going and beyond, and fashionably, so it looks good.
Exactly. And I get so many compliments on these laces. Everyone kind of stares down at my feet. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, I love those laces. But it still has that very cleaned up look. And as you mentioned, it is that everyday shoe. I love how you guys are showing it on model with the little dress and denim jacket, because these can be dressed up. You don't have to worry about a sneaker, only being for athleisure. It has that cleaned up, sophisticated look. And I think the pinstripe gives it a little bit of like a preppy kind of fun flair as well.
Yeah, it's sort of retro and preppy, which is everything that's going on. And the cool thing about it is I have on, I didn't know, Susie, if you knew that Idina Menzel actually has a collection on QVC. This is one of her sweaters, and this is her jeans. So, pop a color in your shoe. And these aren't screaming white. These are like expensive white looking shoes. And then you have
Yeah.
the fun in the laces. The navy and white has been the most popular because it just makes sense. It just looks so good. Tell me about the 3 colors, which hopefully I got those right, black being one of them, that are exclusive to QVC that you worked with our buying team to get.
Yeah, so we wanted to give you guys exclusive colors. We have the classic black and navy, which is incredibly core, but I think my favorite is the pink. I am a pink
You like the
girl.
pink?
Yeah, and a lot of times I'll wear this with a navy dress, and
Perfect.
I also think that the mango is really, really fun. I'm seeing a lot of that right now. I think it's really popular, and as you mentioned, it kind of has that vintage retro
hmm
vibe. So we're totally loving this.
And then don't forget about the green, because if
Yeah.
Susie, if you lived in Philadelphia, you were probably an Eagles fan, and hopefully there's some others that live outside of Philadelphia. But if you want, maybe your team colors are green, or your favorite. I always think grass is green, and that works with everything. So here's your green,
Yeah.
and then it just has that gum sole that will make you feel very sure-footed. These are not heavy. This is a great price for a big name. And, I bet if you asked your kids, they would know all about Tretorn. It's been around for a very long time. Because this is a newer brand to QVC, we wanted to wow you, and that's why you're getting that $66 and change price tag on this one. Half and whole sizes 6 through 10, and then size 11. I'm wearing a 10, and that's my normal size, so I'm in heaven. I just love a good, comfortable fashion sneaker. That's city sneaker, call it whatever you want to, but make sure that you pick yours up before they sell out. Lots of colors here, 3 exclusive, the pink, the mango, and the black, exclusive to QVC. Then we have the green and navy for you to choose from as well, $13.26. Susie, thanks for bringing us today's bonus buy. It was really nice to meet you, and I can't wait to see what else you bring us.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, anytime, my pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye.